Good evening. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. It has been kind of stormy around here for the last few hours. It's not right now, so I think we're probably going to be fine. But on the off chance, I always warn you guys when we're kind of in this in the stormy season, if you will. There's always the outside chance that some weird random thing could come through and give us a power blip or something like that. If that were to happen, of course, I would get us back up and running just as quickly as I could. Hopefully that's not going to happen, though. I hope that's not going to be an issue. So before we start ripping into things, we have a little information to go over. Feedback. Automated 100%. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second thing there, just thank you. Appreciate you being here always, bidding, breaking, and chatting with me. We are looking now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will all be 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start times. On Friday, we're back to 9:30. We were going to be back to 9:30 on Saturday, but my listing service was down tonight and I couldn't get anything listed on eBay. So, Saturday becomes an off night as a result. Well, how about that? An unintentional day off or night off. Okay, so Tuesday, a 5-box, tomorrow night, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, another case of Top Series 2 Baseball, the jumbo version, with silver packs. Base cards do not ship to the teams in that break. They have their own bidding category. On Wednesday, we have one new product that comes out Wednesday. That is Museum Collection Baseball, and we'll break a full case of that. On Thursday night, we're going to get into Bowman Baseball Jumbo. It's a half-case break. It is the start of a new case, and that's it for, paper base. Paper base cards do not ship to the teams in that break. Paper base has its own separate bidding category. As always, the listing description will give you more information about what is included and what is excluded when something doesn't ship, like paper base or base cards or whatever. On Friday night, we're going to open a 3-box case of Leaf autographed baseball bats and another case of Museum Collection baseball. And Saturday night, it's an off night because I couldn't get anything listed. My listing service was weird tonight. And the other thing that was weird tonight? eBay invoicing. Super messed up. I had to try 4, if you count, I guess technically 4 different ways before I could finally get it to invoice. And it worked. It ended up only working in one browser. Wouldn't work in Firefox or Chrome or Internet Explorer, and finally worked in Edge. It was very strange. So for tonight, we are opening Luminance Football first. Finest Baseball is second. And they're both paid shipping breaks. I'm expecting them both to be on the way to you approximately Friday. As always, if I can get something out the door faster than the date you see listed there, I will happily do so. Don't think we need to worry about consolation cards tonight in either break. I believe all the teams will be pulling cards. So first up, 12-box case 2019 Luminance Football is a full case break. It is break number 4. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Monday night, the 17th of June. Team names are on the left-hand side, and the winning bidders across from each team on the right-hand side. So that is the same format we'll be following throughout the night. Of course, the spreadsheet will go up again when we get ready to take a look at Finest Baseball, but what you just saw there is for Luminance Football, which is up first. Last but not least, you are going to notice the focus shifting around a little bit there. It is not you. You have not, had eye trouble tonight. That's me messing around with the focus. But don't worry. It means we're going to be able to see the cards super well up close and personal. Just the way I like it. Hi, Rodney. Rodney, what are you cursing about, my friend? What happened? Rodney just typed in one word. I don't know why. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on there with Rodney. And hi, Mickey, how are you? Bobby B's here. Hey. Bobby B said he made Logic Boy really pay to get the Cardinals tonight. So you were after little Kyler Murray love, were you? So if you haven't opened Luminance before, you can see we had 12 boxes in the case, which of course that was in the listing anyway. And we have 3 autograph cards, 1 memorabilia card per box. In general, we are supposed to find the draft day autographs, which are on-card autographs of our rookies, roughly every other box, which means we should find approximately 6 in this case. Now, it is not guaranteed to be 6 a case, so we may find 5, we could find 4, we could find 7, but in general, they say the odds are approximately every other box, something like that. Rodney says somebody got his Raiders tonight. Uh-oh. Got your Raiders? Well, then I know that you don't want to see anything good come out for the Raiders then, but you know I have to wish good luck to the person who does have the Raiders, of course, so. But I know what you mean. It does make life difficult when you get beat out, and then if you watch the break and something good is pulled, it's terribly frustrating. Been there, done that. Nikki, you've got the Dolphins tonight. All right, let's try and find that. And Rodney sniped the Titans from somebody. Well, all right then. There we go. Now we know what's what. So we're going to find a variety of numbered cards in here. And the ones that have the gold writing on it like that are going to be numbered to 200. I had it right the first time, to 275. So we'll find several of those. There are other numbered variations in here as well. Blue is to 99. Green is to 49. There's an orange that's to 100. And there's some other stuff too. We'll talk about them as we come across them because we already have our first hit. It is a draft day signature for Miles Sanders. That is signed in silver. And Miles Sanders, of course, is an Eagle. Now, some of these guys, it may not tell us what team they are. They're in their collegiate uniforms. So depending on the card, some of the cards will tell us what their pro team is. Some don't, but it's always going to go to their current team, or if they're undrafted guys, the team that they're currently associated with. Another one to 275 for the Ravens. Bryce Love is out next. Bryce is for the Redskins, and that is numbered to 149. And this, of course, that's in gold, but it's not numbered, so it's hard to know, like, what version is numbered, what isn't. So I'll just call your attention to it when I see one that is numbered. That might be our easiest way to go. So there's an example of an orange writing, orange lettering. It is numbered to 100. Marquise Brown is, of course, the Ravens. And then we have Ryan Finley. Ryan Finley for the Bengals is numbered to 99. Jay Allen, you need the Royals and Finest. All right. Bobby B's all excited because he saw some Eagles. He saw it before I got to it, obviously, when I was still giving you the 411 on the product on the product info. It was sitting there with the back up, and Bobby B's got good eyes. He spotted it. Numbered to 99. That again is your blue writing on there. This one for the Chargers with Keenan Allen, and that's to 275 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Our relic comes out as Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. Now, most of our relics in here are pretty similar to that. Just one color, kind of basic looking relics. However, we have found in one case we had, I think, 3 different ones that were numbered, or rather were 2 color or more and were numbered. In another case, we had just 1. In the third case, I believe we had 2. So, 1, 2, 3. We'll have a handful of relics that should, at least 1. I shouldn't say handful. We should have at least 1 per case that is a 2-color relic. Oh, did I say Ryan Finley? I'm sorry, guys. Riley Ridley. Sorry. I guess I just glanced at that a little too quickly, didn't I? My vision is terrible today. I apologize. And I glanced at it really quickly, and it is Riley Ridley for the Bears. I read it off totally incorrectly. I would have seen that when I sorted it and probably in the recap, but good to do it now. So thanks, guys. That is numbered to 99 for Chicago Bears. Yeah, it's one of those bad vision days for me. It fluctuates a lot. I know that sounds weird, but I had surgery on my eyes several years ago, and they really messed them up. And some days, I'm going to try to put some drops in, see if that'll help. Some days I just don't see well at all, and except either really close or really far away. It's kind of this middle distance where I do the breaks. If I'm having eye trouble, that's where it hits me. So we'll see if maybe the drops will get me a little bit back on track here for tonight, hopefully. That is numbered to 275. That one really does say Cincinnati Bengals. And here comes Will Greer for the Panthers, another draft day autograph. That one is signed in gold. And if I remember correctly, I believe our gold signatures are, even though it is not numbered, there are 25 or fewer of the gold signature versions, is my understanding. That's to 275 for the Redskins. And here is Justice Hill for the Ravens. See if we can't get Justice flipped around there. And he is numbered to 349. And that's to 275. That again, that is actually Ryan Finley for the Bengals. You all won't let me live that one down. I know you won't. I don't blame you, though. That was pretty bad. I am sorry about that. All right, Treyvion Williams is coming up. I think he's also a Bengal, but I'm going to double check it here. Yeah, he is. There's a few of them. I always am a little hesitant to say the team until I double check because I sometimes get it wrong in my head. But that is the Bengals and Treyvion Williams. It is numbered 275. Bobby B says that Dak's relic looked like an underwear patch. I don't know. Do you really think he wears blue underwear? I mean, maybe, I guess, but... So here's Trace McSorley, and Trace is a 1 of 1 for the Ravens. So the Ravens are clearly going to have themselves a good night. They've already hit some things, and now you pull a Trace McSorley 1 of 1, kind of really moves you into the next level there. This is numbered to 49 for the Lions with T.J. Hawkinson. Actually, I think we had, let's go ahead and, did I have any other? No, our others were higher numbered, weren't they? But we should probably go ahead and set out anything numbered 49 or less so we can recap it. Detroit Lions, that is a little relic there for one Barry Sanders. And where's the number on that? Is that not numbered? No, I guess it isn't. I guess we have seen plenty of Barry Sanders, and I guess mostly they haven't been numbered, but I also don't remember them typically being that color. So I thought, maybe. Anytime I see something that looks interesting, I'll double check it. I thought, well, I did cut the plastic on that. Mickey, you just want any dolphin at all? All right, well, let's try to find you any dolphin at all. How about that? We'll do our best and see if we can locate some Miami Dolphins for you in here. Yeah, my Cincinnati Reds game got weather delayed. I guess they got the weather we had. It was here and then worked its way up there and Thank goodness they brought Castillo back out, because I was like, man, if he got like one inning, part of an inning in, and that's it, that's kind of not cool. Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton /25. Another draft day autograph. They're all coming out right here at the start of the case, aren't they? Deebo Samuel, San Francisco 49ers. That is in silver ink. /275 for the Bengals. Benny Snell Jr. comes out for my Pittsburgh Steelers. I forgot to look and see who had the Steelers tonight. Well, anyway, we have you Benny Snell Jr. /349. If you are the lucky Pittsburgh Steeler bidder tonight. Numbered /100 for the Chargers. And a Jonathan Abram autograph comes out for the Raiders. Jonathan Abram is /349. Numbered /99, Kenny Golladay and the Lions. And that's /275, Arizona Cardinals. And we have a John Elway relic for the Denver Broncos. So that's traveling back in time a little bit. All right, that box is completed. So I've got, I think, one more case of luminance. So we will open it probably, I don't know. We'll either open it Sunday, Monday, right around in that range probably. And then next week, assuming that everything stays on schedule, a week from this Wednesday, so what, 10 days from now or so, we will have Elite Football hot off the presses. Hoping that Panini doesn't make any changes to that, because I always look forward to Elite. Usually that's, traditionally, that's the first time we see our players in their NFL uniforms on the cards. Tampa Bay Buccaneers /275. Another draft day autograph, believe it or not. All coming out right here at the start. For the Cardinals, that is Hakeem Butler, and that one is signed in white. So white Hakeem Butler, Cardinals. Dexter Lawrence is the Giants. Dexter here is numbered /99. And there is a green one. So once again, the green are numbered /49. And that one is headed to the Dolphins. So I believe that's Mickey tonight, right? And a points card. Boo. That means one of our hits got replaced with that. So it's going to set up there in housekeeping at the end of the break. We will be using random.org to award that to somebody. There's Will Greer and the Panthers /99 /275 for the Titans. Our relic is going to be for the Chiefs. I just figured it was easier to go ahead and look at those last 2 or 3 base cards, you know. And the Kansas City Chiefs have a little Lynn Dykstra relic headed your way. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Onward and upward. Numbered to 275. I turn it wrong every single time, don't I? Carolina Panthers. Another draft day autograph is out. And we have here Benny Snell Jr. again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That one is in silver. Now, there's one of you guys that says every time I open this, I always pull at least one or two Benny Snell. I can't remember who that is, but is proving to be the case tonight, isn't it? To 275 for the Packers. And little Paris Campbell for the Colts. Paris is numbered to 75. So the Colts are on board with a hit. Numbered to 100, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. We have another Hakeem Butler autograph. He is, of course, Arizona Cardinals. On this card, it is numbered to 99. Numbered to 90, numbered to 99 for the Bears. And here's another one numbered to 25. Bengals. Treyvion Williams. And another John Elway relic. All right, well, I guess if you got the Broncos, never can have too many John Elway relics that look exactly alike, but there's another one for you. It's like, oh, come on, Panini. Do a little better with your, choice, with your randomizing, whatever I'm trying to say, in each case, so that we don't see so many duplicates. Topps Finest is after this, guys. Topps Finest comes up right after we finish up Luminance. Oh, Rodney, what did I say before? Did I say Lenny Dykstra? Good Lord. Lenny Dawson, Kansas City Chiefs. Well, Len Dawson. And why did I say Lenny Dykstra? I have no idea. Clearly one of those days, isn't it? Myles Gaskin, there's a Dolphin for you, Mickey. Myles Gaskin is numbered to 349. I looked over right about that time. Mickey was typing in "Wake Up Dolphins," so you got them. You got their attention. That's blue to 99 for the Browns, and there's a green one to 49 also for the Browns. With a little Baker. A relic for the Cowboys. Alan Hearns for the boys. Numbered to 275 for the Saints. I see an eagle on the horizon. You have Brandon Graham for the Philadelphia Eagles, numbered to 199. That's you, Bobby B, right? I think I remember you woohooing for the Eagles earlier. Numbered to 275, you have the Browns again. That was Odell Beckham Jr. Josh Jacobs, Oakland Raiders. Numbered to 75. All right, there we go. You know what? That was Odell Beckham Jr. to 49. I think I said Baker Mayfield earlier. I looked at the picture and not the name. And then when I just saw that other one and saw the name, I was like, oh, yeah, whoops. And clearly, all right, I already told you guys I cannot see well tonight. So clearly we know that because I glanced at that picture and somehow thought it was Baker Mayfield. It's not. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Rodney. Poor Rodney. Whenever he doesn't have the Raiders, it comes out with the players that he wants, and it makes Rodney very sad. I'm sorry, Rodney. I know that's a drag. Numbered to 275, that's the Chicago Bears, Dwayne Haskins. That's not going to make anybody sad. So for the Redskins, there's your rookie QB, Dwayne Haskins to 75. Some think he was the best quarterback in the draft. That's obviously debated, hotly debated at this point. There's another Haskins to 275, Redskins. Here comes another Raider. This is Clelin Ferrell, numbered to 349. Yeah, we've got, what is it, Thursday night, I guess. We've got the NBA draft. So pretty soon we'll be talking about a group of basketball rookies as well as our football rookies. That is numbered to 100, Kansas City Chiefs, Tony Gonzalez. And behind that, we have, I'm not going to get his name right, so we're just going to go with Yannick, because I'm definitely going to butcher his last name. That goes without saying. That is for the Jags. It is numbered to 25. That's a really interesting signature, isn't it? That's very similar to the Packers rookie who kind of just signs in a big squiggle that looks very much like that did. Numbered to 99, that's the Eagles, to 275, the Vikings. Well, hi, Greg. How are you? I didn't see you jump in tonight, Greg. The Colts have a little relic here for Peyton Manning. Ooh, we got a second color in that one, just barely. Oh, because it's numbered, right? Numbered to 49. And we barely got that little second edge of color in there for Peyton and the Colts. But you know the weird thing about the NBA, the way they do the cards, I mean, we've got the draft coming out now, and you know how it was for football. I mean, the draft happened, and we had a product come out the week of the draft that already had those players in it. That was Score. And then we've been just continuing to build on that with additional products with our rookies, and it'll stay that way all the way leading up to the season. But for the NBA, we won't see any cards with the rookies from the NBA draft for a couple of months. And then even at that, we'll only see one or two products, and they'll be mixed in with a bunch of products from the regular season that just ended with the Raptors winning the championship. We won't actually switch over until to the 2019 baseball or basketball card season until like October or November of this year. It's really weird. To 275 for the Chiefs. I really hate that because you get all excited about the draft and the draft class, and then there's no cards for them for such a long time. Damian Harris for the Patriots, and that is signed in silver. Oh, Gina, so funny that you just typed that in there asking what's the first product that we'll have. It really depends. They do change it up from time to time, but probably Contenders Draft will most likely be the first one we'll see, but it will not be soon. We're talking it, if they follow past patterns, it will be a few months before we even see that. This is Myles Gaskin and the Dolphins. It is numbered to 49. Now, maybe they will do what they did in football, which this year they gave us an extra product. They gave us Prism Draft as well. So maybe we'll get Prism Draft in basketball too, but you never know. There's no guarantee. To 349, Paris Campbell and the Colts. Rodney says this is the first time that he's seen Damian Harris and Josh Jacobs in the same case. Well, Benny Snell's in here too. So, I mean, it's kind of a running back sort of case, isn't it? At least up to this point. James Conner to 100, speaking of, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Caleb Wilson Caleb is an Arizona Cardinal, and that is numbered to 349. Numbered to 99 for the Ravens, to 275 for the Bengals. And we have Deshaun Watson and the Texans. And Deshaun has his relic numbered to 99. It's a smaller relic than some of the other ones. However, the card design I kind of like. I wouldn't say prefer, because I do like the other card design too, but I kind of like having the variation on that one as well. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to NBA draft night. Of course, we'll be working, so I won't get to watch nearly all of it. But that is one thing about the draft nights. They are a little slow. You know, because almost everybody, it seems like even if a team knows who they're going to take, they use up most of the time on the clock before they'll put their pick in. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be the case quite often. So 275 for the Cardinals. And we have a little Jamison Crowder for the Jets. Numbered to 25. And I know he's in his Redskins uniform, guys, but of course we know he's been traded. Clearly says Jets there on the front and on the back. And over here is the information about the date he was traded and all that. So it's always going to go to the team that is printed on the card, not the uniform the player is wearing if they happen to be different, which that definitely was. Numbered to 99 for the Ravens, and to 10 for the Redskins. Our relic comes out for the Chicago Bears, and it is Tariq Cohen. Whoops, that is to 275 for the Saints. A little DJ Moore for the Carolina Panthers. We saw him a lot last year. Numbered to 99 for Carolina. To 275 for the Browns. Ed Oliver, Buffalo Bills. Ed is numbered to 349. All right, we are 9 boxes completed, 3 boxes remaining here of luminance. And of course, after luminance will come finest baseball. Yeah, elite football is proving to be another one really hard to get this year, which is kind of crazy. I mean, they're honestly, it seems like every year they just want to give you almost exactly what you got the year before or less than you got the year before, which is just doesn't make any sense. Because year over year, you know, you're spending more, and year over year they cut you back and give you less. It's getting cutthroat. It's, you know, I don't know how anybody would get started in this and have a foothold these days. To 100, that's Darrell Henderson and the Rams. So hard to get product. Preston Williams, number to 349. And Preston Williams, I can see there, you know, he's in a Rams helmet, right? But that is his collegiate uniform. So ignore that, because it doesn't have anything to do with where he is now. He is a Dolphin. So even though that's a Rams helmet similar to the helmet we would see on the professional Rams, that is actually a collegiate uniform. So Miami Dolphins with one Preston Williams, giving Mickey something else to cheer about. To 99, Tariq Cohen and the Bears. To 49, you have the Arizona Cardinals with Hakeem Butler. Here comes one for the actual Rams. And that is Cooper Kupp. Oh yeah, Mickey, for sure. He is the Dolphins. I wanted to point that out because, sometimes people are just looking at the card and they're not noticing necessarily the details of it. And because that helmet looks so similar to the helmet of the Rams in the professional ranks, I wanted to point that out just so we didn't have any confusion down the road and that sort of thing. And this heads out to the Bears, Willie Gault to 49. A little throwback ink there for Chicago. To 275, the Bengals. We're just going to look at the rest of these base cards and then look at our hit. It is for the Browns, and it's Greedy Williams. Numbered to 149. All right, box 11 of 12. Coming at you here in a second if I can get the plastic off. I think we're going to have a lot of trades on draft night for the NBA. I don't think it's going to stay anywhere near how it looks right now. I think there's going to be a bunch of moving around once we get past those top 2 or 3 picks. I'm kind of excited to see who does what. That is numbered to 49. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Gerald McCoy. Next out is Kelvin Harmon. Kelvin is the Washington Redskins, numbered to 349. But I would say this is the first year in a long time where everybody in the place knows who's going number 1 with zero debate. I mean, nobody thinks it will be anybody but Zion Williamson. It's numbered to 99 for the Redskins. To 275 for the Colts. There's Josh Rosen. Even though he has been traded in this product, he had not been traded when they printed this card. They still list him as an Arizona Cardinal, so that's where that's headed. It is numbered to 49. And even though it's numbered, we just got one color on our relic. How lame. Panini. Come on, man. Supposed to give us 2 colors when it's numbered in here. They're slacking off on us. The Bills to 275. Oh, Kansas City Chiefs. Hold on tight because I see Pat Mahomes coming. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. See one Pat Mahomes, and we just saw the relic, so you know what that means. It means you got a Pat Mahomes autograph, baby. Numbered to 25 for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know whoever's been buying Kansas City, I know we've had a couple of people that were specifically buying KC just to hit that Pat Mahomes that I'm holding in my hot little hand there. So that is a very nice hit for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's probably why we got that points card too. Yeah, right? They're offsetting the cost, so to speak. To 275, that's the Vikings. We're going to have Noah Fant for the Broncos, which we'll flip over here in a hot second. And Mr. Noah Fant is numbered to 149, Broncos. Gina, you're saying, what's the product that has the awesome patches on college uniforms? Well, there are several that are collegiate products themselves. You mean like Flawless and like that kind of thing? I mean, I can't think of which. Maybe you're thinking about Immaculate. Because there's a regular NFL Immaculate and then there's an Immaculate Collegiate. And Immaculate usually has some interesting relics in it. Of course, there's Flawless Collegiate. There's National Treasures Collegiate. Any and all of those would have relics from Panini. There are also some from Leaf that have really good relics traditionally. That's Trinity. And in baseball, I feel pretty comfortable saying the relics are usually really good in Trinity. In football last year, they let me down a little bit. I thought they were still nice, but not as nice as kind of I was expecting. So you could be thinking of Trinity. Greg typed in Trinity. Yeah, that's a Leaf product. I see Rodney saying Legacy. Yeah, well, Legacy has some okay patches, but like, yeah, I wouldn't say super, super ones. If you're talking about bowl patches, you're probably talking about National Treasures Collegiate primarily, and maybe a little Immaculate Collegiate. But Immaculate tends to go more for like cleats and gloves and some of that sort of stuff. So I would say in a non-licensed product, Leaf Trinity. In a licensed product, you're probably thinking about National Treasures Collegiate. And Mickey, you are right. It is last box mojo time. So we have to work our magic mojo collectively and try to pull out some fire out of this last box here. So the Kansas City Chiefs with Mecole Hardman. We don't see him a lot. That is numbered to 25. So that's nice to see for Kansas City. Antoine Wesley, he comes out for the Ravens. That is numbered to 99. And numbered to 99, Will Greer and the Carolina Panthers. Deontay Johnson is a Steeler to 275. Our relic heads to the Giants. And that's Michael Strahan. Wow, that's throwing back in time. Another two-color relic, also numbered to 49. To 275, Washington Redskins. Roger Craig and the 49ers. Oh, I'm digging on this hit, too. I know, this is another little, traveling back in time kind of deal, but I like it. And Roger Craig is numbered to 49, appropriately enough, for the 49ers. We should have one or two more numbered in here. There it is. Well, part of them. Tony Pollard and the Cowboys to 275. Rashawn Gary. He's got a terrible signature for the Green Bay Packers. See? Right? I warned you. It's numbered to 25. How do you even, go off the edge of the sticker when that's your signature either? I mean, it's kind of just... I mean, you would think you could stay on the sticker, but yeah, I guess not. All right, so we have a little recapping to do here. And here's what we will recap. Our autograph hits and our relics and cards that are numbered to 49 or less that are not autographs or relics. And then we have this to give to one lucky team, our 250 rewards point card. That replaced a hit. So we've got to get that handled. Let me get, did I change your view? I meant to, but I don't think I did. Now I did. So what we're doing over here is we're copying all the team names, and then we're going to head over to random.org. I'm going to send you there first, and I'll come along behind you. I'm going to paste it in here, and here's what I do with random. If we have 9 or fewer items in a list, I do random 3 times, and it's the third random that makes the decision. When I have 10 or more, as we do tonight, I do random 1 single time. Whoever ends up in that number 1 bidding position after I hit randomize, not bidding position, but number 1 position, is going to get that card. So good luck. It comes up to the Green Bay Packers. So the Packers are getting this little 250 rewards points. Mickey, you said, what is that? What is what? What are you asking me about? When you said, what is that? Help me out. Help me out. Tell me what's what. I know it was probably maybe something we were talking about, but I have forgotten in the meantime while I was doing random. So if you can refresh my memory, I would appreciate it. So 250 points, Packers. Mecole Hardman, and that is numbered to 25 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Numbered to 49 for the Buccaneers. 49 Cardinals. That is numbered to 10 for the Washington Redskins. To 49 for the Dolphins. 49 for the Browns. 49 for the Bengals. No, I'm sorry. That is to 25. I got in the habit of saying 49. That's to 25 for the Bengals. Now back to 49 for the Dolphins, to 25 for the Panthers, and to 49 for the Lions. Oh, you were talking about the Rashawn Gary autograph. I know. Is that the first time you've seen it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's one that kind of sticks with you. I tell you what, the Packers rookie group last year had several really bad signers, and so far, Rashawn Gary is the worst one of the group of the current rookie crop, and he's also a Packer, oddly enough. Numbered to 49, we have a two-color relic for Michael Strahan and the Giants. Numbered to 49, you have Josh Rosen and the Arizona Cardinals. And then for the Rams, it is Cooper Kupp, Tariq Cohen and the Bears, Deshaun Watson to 99 for the Houston Texans. A two-color relic numbered to 49 for Peyton Manning and the Colts. The boys, Allen Hurns. And this is one of a couple of John Elways that we'll find for the Broncos. That's the first one. There's Lynn Dawson coming out for the Kansas City Chiefs, our second John Elway for the Broncos. And how about Barry Sanders and the Lions? And our first relic that we saw tonight, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. To recap our autograph cards, Miles Sanders, Eagles, draft day. Rashawn Gary to 25 for the Packers. Roger Craig, numbered to 49 for the 49ers. Antoine Wesley to 99 for the Ravens. To 149, Noah Fant and the Broncos. Oh, there's that handsome Patrick Mahomes card. I love that. That's numbered to 25, Kansas City. Awesome hit for you. Kelvin Harmon, numbered to 349. That is a Redskin. Greedy Williams to 149 for the Browns. Numbered to 49 for the Bears, you have Willie Gault. Preston Williams to 349. He's a Dolphin. Ed Oliver is for the Bills to 349. Numbered to 99, DJ Moore and the Panthers. Rodney says that Rashawn Gary's autograph looks like that because he went to Michigan. That's so mean, man. This is numbered to 25. Ignore the fact that he's in a Redskins uniform. Card correctly reflects his current team of the Jets. Notes that he was signed by the Jets. And once again, Jets on the back. Jamison Crowder, you got it, to the Jets. Caleb Wilson to 349 for the Cardinals. Paris Campbell, 349 for the Colts. A draft day Damian Harris Silver for the Patriots. Numbered to 25, you have Yannick here for the Jags. Now, see what I mean? Doesn't that look a lot like Rashawn Gary? I mean, they're both just kind of a big sort of tangle of something. I don't know. Clellan Ferrell, 349 Raiders. Dwayne Haskins, 75 Redskins. Josh Jacobs, 75 Raiders. To 199 for the Eagles with Brandon Graham. Miles Gaskin to 349 for the Dolphins. Hakeem Butler to 99, Arizona Cardinals. Paris Campbell to 75 for the Colts. A draft day autograph for Benny Snell, Silver Ink, Steelers. Dexter Lawrence to 99 for the Giants. This is a white ink Hakeem Butler draft day for the Cardinals. Jonathan Abram to 349 for the Raiders. Benny Snell to 349 for the Steelers. Draft day silver, Deebo Samuel for the 49ers. There's that, excuse me, that handsome 1/1 Trace McSorley for the Ravens. Always love my 1/1s. Treyvion Williams to 75, Cincinnati Bengals. Justice Hill to 349 for the Ravens. A gold ink draft day Will Greer for the Carolina Panthers. Riley Ridley to 99. That is for the Chicago Bears. And we started out with Bryce Love to 149 for the Redskins. All right, that has luminance all wrapped up for tonight, which is going to move us into a little finest baseball. Let me get the spreadsheet set up for that and get the case up on the table. Make sure and see where we are payment-wise as well. I know I had a team or two hanging out in finest, so let me check the status of that. And while I'm checking on that, I'm letting you look at this, which is basically your shipping information. I don't think that we're going to have any type of consolation cards, so we don't need to worry about that. Expect everything to be on the way to you approximately by Friday. If I can get it out to you faster than Friday, I will be happy to do so. And it does look like we have ourselves an unpaid team in here that needs to find a home, and it is the, who is it? It is the Texas Rangers. And they last sold for $22 and some change. So does anybody want to give the Texas Rangers a home in this break that's coming up? Let me get you back to here, and I'm going to update the spreadsheet to reflect that the Rangers didn't bother to pay us. And in the meantime, we'll see if anybody wants to pick them up or not. Let's see if I can get... find out what is, I don't know what is going on with that. I don't know why that's sitting there unpaid, but anyway, it is. So let me get this marked here for you, and give me 1 second, guys, to get a couple of little housekeeping chores done in regard to the spreadsheet there. And I'm going to try to figure out, I don't know what's going on with the Rangers. But anyway, they are sitting there unpaid. So, and I think, yeah, I think I did. I messed, hang on 1 second. I also made a cut and paste error that I think I just now saw. So let me try and fix that real quick too while I'm in here. All right, so Texas Rangers, anybody want to pick them up in finest baseball? If you do, you know, make me an offer and let me know what you're willing to do on the Texas Rangers here in finest, because they are in need of a home since they got abandoned by the person who purchased them. And as soon as I get this spreadsheet updated here, give me 1 second, I will get this back. There we go. Back up where we can take a look at the rest of it in the meantime. All right, so you already saw the shipping information and all such as that. So we are going into an 8-box case of 2019 Topps Finest Baseball. It is a full case break. This is break number 5. It, of course, also ended tonight on eBay, Monday night, the 17th of June. You will find team names on one side, the winning bidder, or rather the user ID of the winning bidder across from each team on the right-hand side. We do have one team in here that is completely unpaid. That is the Texas Rangers. That is the team that I need to find a home for. So who is interested in giving the Rangers a home tonight here in Finest Baseball? Give me 1 second. I need to clean up the size sleeves that we're not going to be using in this break and get out a few of the ones that we are going to be using in this break. Get that all switched over. So nobody wants the Rangers tonight. Is that the deal? Are the Rangers going to just be my team tonight in this break? I assume. Because nobody's stepping up to the plate saying they want poor little Texas. little Texas hung out to dry tonight. If you have not opened Finest before, there are 2 mini boxes inside of each of these master boxes. And then there's 1 autograph inside each mini box. So that really means we're talking about a total of 16 autographs. And the way I like to do this is to get all of our mini boxes out of here first and get them kind of, ready to go, if you will. And once we have all of our mini boxes extracted, then we'll actually get down to the business of breaking them. It's just the way I like to do it. I just prefer to get it all out and have it ready to go. So, Texas Rangers need a home. Nobody wants the Rangers. Yeah, for the life of me, I do not understand why people bid on things they have no intention of paying for. It just frustrates the life out of me. Because there's just, not much sense in it, really. I mean, what's the purpose of it? There is none. I've been stiff for a lot of bids recently. One guy in particular still makes me mad, and that's why I don't let anything carry over anymore for anybody. It's a guy that had bid with me before, never had any problems with him. Sends me this message, begging, can he keep his team? He doesn't have the money, but he will have on Friday, blah, blah, blah. Came in, watched the break, chatted during the break, watched the cards coming out, the whole thing. And, of course, then decided he didn't pull enough that was worth what he bid. And that was that. Never heard from him again. And obviously, he never paid his bill. Left me stuck with $100 and some odd worth of bids in one break. So he was the last straw. So now I don't let anybody carry over. I used to let a few people here and there, like if I knew them and they had bidding history with me. And he broke me of that habit. So it's always the way, though, isn't it? It's the 1 or 2 bad people that ruin it for everybody else. And the guy never even replied again. Like, never even had the courtesy to be like, hey, I'm sorry, I really ended up not being able to pay for it, or, anything. So, yeah. So it tells you a lot about somebody's character, too, doesn't it? All right, so this is the last call for the Texas Rangers in this break. They are unpaid by the original bidder. They are offered up to you here. If someone wants them, speak now or forever hold your peace. They're in chat. If not, then I guess I have some skin in this game, and that would be in the form of the Texas Rangers, I suppose. So remember, we're looking for 1 autograph per mini box. We will also find within the case 2 different die cut cards that will be Finest Careers. Our Finest Careers this year happens to honor Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. So we know the Yankees will get those 2 die cuts out of here, and beyond that, we don't know. Dave, you said you don't normally do baseball. How much for the Rangers? Well, the last bid amount on eBay was $22 and some change, but obviously at this point I'm kind of just trying to find a home for them. So if you have, I don't typically charge any shipping charges either for people who are buying here in chat. So that would be the total amount, even if you don't have something else coming your way. So there are going to be plenty of cards that look like this. They are refractors. They have that nice little rainbow effect when the light hits them, but they are not numbered. So those are just base refractors. When we hit those, I tend to just read out the player's name or sometimes just the team, and know that if it is numbered, of course, it's going to have some color on it. But when they're silver and just silver base refractors like that, they are unnumbered. So that was, of course, Joey Votto there. So Dave, if you're interested, let me know. Throw out a number. And if you're not, then onward we go. So prized performers, that's another insert series in here that is not numbered unless we see some color associated with it. Otherwise, it's just a base sort of insert. Blue chips, ditto, same scenario. An Aaron Nola. And our first color of the night is a purple Oriole, Chris Davis, to 250. So we do typically find a handful of numbered things as we go throughout the night, some lower than others. And our autograph hit headed to Baltimore as well, with your Cedric Mullins rookie autograph there headed to Baltimore. We've got 2 or 3 more cases, I think, of finest baseball. Probably another 1 or 2 already listed on eBay, and then maybe another 1 or 2 beyond that. I think there's maybe there's 3 left after tonight, either 3 or 4. Justice Sheffield for the Mariners. And there's Chris Shaw for the Giants. Our autograph is orange. Oh, Mama likes orange because it's the 25. So Justice Sheffield, numbered to 25 for the Yankees. Now look, I know we just saw a Justice Sheffield base refractor go by for the Mariners. The autograph is in here for the Yankees. Now, the reason that happened, and he's not the only player that's like that, is Topps prints these cards that they have autographed. They print them way in advance of the cards that are the base cards. And that's so that they have time to send them off or whatever, get them signed, get them back, and all that sort of stuff. So they obviously printed that card and had that card either shipped off or already back and signed when he was still a Yankee. In the meantime, of course, he got traded, so when they printed the rest of the series, they correctly reflected his new team of the Mariners. But they're not going to just throw away all those cards that are signed. So that's how we end up with the player in 2 different uniforms. And not only this set, but there are other top sets where the same thing will happen here and there, throughout the year when you're dealing with cards that come out around the first of the year or around trade deadlines and that sort of thing. Numbered to 99, that is a green Trey Mancini for the Orioles, who've hit a lot of color tonight. Dave, you're offering 15 for the Rangers. Do you already have something shipping to you from something else tonight, Dave, or would I also be taking the shipping out of the 15? Albert Pujols for the Angels. This is our first finest careers die cut. It is Mariano Rivera. And that, of course, again goes to the Yankees. We should find 2 of those finest careers as we go along throughout the case. There's typically 2. Carlos Correa, Astros. And our hits for the Cardinals, it's Yadi Molina. Yadier is not numbered on his autograph. So yeah, Dave, just let me know if there's something else that I'm sending you. If you were in the last break, if you were in Luminance, or if you've got some shipment pending where the Rangers would be able to hitch a ride or not. and then I can give you a better answer about that. There's another Oriole. Crazy, right? This DJ Stewart base refractor. Tons of Orioles in here tonight. I am amazed at the amount of Orioles in here. Acuna for the Atlanta Braves with a base refractor. And our autograph is a Green Wave Lugo for the Tigers. So Green Wave Lugo to 99 for the Detroit Tigers. Autograph hit. All right, onward we go. Oh, Dave, you haven't done any breaking in a while, so you don't have anything coming. So by the time I factor that in, that gets me, oh gosh, down into a relatively low range. So I will probably, I do thank you for the offer, Dave, on that, but I will probably just hang on to them and we'll just go onward with it, and maybe I'll get lucky and the original bidder will actually turn up and pay for them, although that very seldom happens. Usually if they're not paid by the time the break starts, you're not going to get paid. Justin Smoke and the Blue Jays refractor. Another Oriole. It is Cedric Mullins purple to 250. And there is Greinke, little Zach Greinke, D-backs. Our autograph hit Rowdy Tellez. That is blue to 150 for the Blue Jays. So Dave, just out of curiosity, did you take a break from breaking just because, like, were you not having good luck, or you just got really busy and sidetracked with other things? Or I'm always curious. I took a long break from cards in general many years ago just because it got so mass produced and it was just, it wasn't even really collectible, I didn't think, anymore. And then when I came back to it many years later, I found out, wow, things had changed a lot. So I'm always curious when people have stepped away for a while and then come back, like, you know, how it worked. I find a lot of people were kind of like in my boat. You just got to the point where it was so mass produced, it was ridiculous. Reese Hoskins and the Phillies. And then I didn't do a good enough job keeping up with it to realize that it had changed so much when I came back around. That was a Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookie. It's just a base one, but still got the Blue Jays, you know. Ebers, you've got the Orioles tonight. Well, no wonder you're happy. Jacob deGrom base refractor for the Mets. Billy Hamilton to 150 for the Kansas City Royals. It's blue parallel, of course. I miss Billy on my Cincinnati Reds team. Chance Adams, Yankees. Oh, Dave, yeah. So you don't like probably the collegiate uniform football like we did earlier tonight, I'm guessing. But Elite Football comes out next week, and that has traditionally been the start of the products where we see our rookies in their proper NFL threads. So I haven't seen anything to tell me anything different for this year, so I'm assuming same thing. Once we see Elite hit the door next week, we should be officially underway with the football season in the version where they're all in their collegiate uniforms, except for Leaf. You know, they're not going to be. Kyle Tucker for the Astros. Because Leaf isn't licensed, you know, so Leaf's always going to be collegiate. That is headed to the Twins. Another base refractor. Scooter Jeanette, Cincinnati Reds. Purple to 250. I see our autograph around the corner. Oh, cool. That's Eddie Rosario for the Twins. Nice. I like that. With a little Eddie Rosario. Jay Allen, I haven't forgotten the Kansas City Royals for you, my friend. I'm trying to conjure some up for you. I am trying hard here. Oh, Dave, no doubt, man. You're a Cleveland Browns fan. You got crushed in terms of prices last year with Baker. Oh, yeah, I can understand that. If you had a few bad beats in a row and you owned the Browns for each of those, that could cost you a pretty penny. I can see why it would have been necessary to take a break from that. This year, I would expect your prices will be a little more reasonable. One would think, anyway. Starlin Castro for the Marlins. I mean, we never know who's going to break out, but the way it looks, I would think it would be. We've got a red for my Reds. It's numbered to 5. And oddly enough, it is a red blue chip. Huh. Funny, right? I know, it amuses only me, but whatever. It is a blue chips insert. It is a red parallel, numbered to 5 for the Cincinnati Reds and Rafael Iglesias. So that, I think, is pretty cool because we all know I'm a Cincinnati fan. So, now, Brandon Crawford here just tried to take a nosedive on me, and he ended up face down there, but he does not appear to be any worse for the wear. But he did try to escape the pack there. David Peralta, Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny Jansen, green to 99, Toronto. So that's a pair of autographs for Toronto so far, with Danny Jansen and Rowdy Tellez. Oh, Dave, you went to a local show and Baker's autograph rookie cards are still going crazy? Like, how crazy? What were some of the prices you saw? I'm always interested to know what they sell for in the brick and mortar world or the card show world, as opposed to eBay, where, you know, prices are a lot of times different than what you would find at a card show or something like that. Marcus Stroman, Blue Jays to 150 in the blue parallel. Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers. And here's our second case hit die cut for the Yankees' finest careers with Rivera. And did they give us the exact same one this time? No, it isn't. Still slightly different. There's, I don't know, 6 or 8 of those different ones you can collect. And I was about to I was about to go off on tops if they gave us the same exact one in the same case, but they didn't. It was a false alarm. Francisco Lindor, Cleveland Indians. Another Vlad Guerrero Jr. base rookie went by. And there's a Kansas City Royal for Jay Allen. It is Brad Keller coming to keep Jay Allen warm, so to speak. Jay Allen has to get up before I'm even in bed half the time. So he usually has to just stop in and do a little mojo request with us and then go catch some Z's. And he relies on us to try to work his mojo. So always glad when we can deliver. Maryland City, you've got the Blue Jays tonight. Well, then you're kind of doing all right, my friend. Are you also a Raptors fan? Were you part of burning down the city, so to speak, after the NBA championship? Andujar, Yankees. I know not really burning down the city, but I mean, like when UK, my local college and my alma mater, like when we win a national championship, people are just pouring out into the street and carrying on and going crazy. And the students like to set fire to furniture out in the street, oddly enough. Aussie Albies to 99 for the Braves. And I'm assuming we have no professional sports teams here, other than, I guess, a single A baseball team. So I'm assuming that you're, winning a national championship with a professional NBA team. Probably the city went crazy. Because first one, too, I think, for Toronto, right? Cabrera, Tigers. And Steve Carlton. Oh, yay. Steve Carlton coming out for the St. Louis Cardinals with an autograph. Oh, you're not even a Blue Jays fan. You're searching for Vlad Guerrero Jr. All right, well that makes sense. Well, I guess with the name Maryland City, I probably should have figured that maybe you weren't a Toronto fan, but I mean, as in, all the pro sports teams in Toronto, but I bet it was crazy around there. I didn't really see any of the aftermath of the city, but I'm sure it was nuts. Franco, Phillies, purple, 250. Polanco, Pirates. That's Eric Hosmer for the Padres. And another Blue Jays autograph, just as you said to keep them coming a while ago. Well, looks like we are. There's another Rowdy Tellez for you and your Toronto Blue Jays. So you've only got a few more days to vote if you're into voting for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, at least round one. They're doing voting a little different this year, so we can vote in round one up through Friday, I think it is. And then they take the top however many, 3, I think, but I won't swear to the fact that it's 3. But the top however many. And then you vote again after we know who those are to determine, I guess, whatever, our starters or whatever. Buxton, Twins. As it stands right now, neither Bryce Harper or Aaron Judge, I think, are going to make the cut. And I mean, a lot can change in the next 4 or 5 days, but as it sits right now, I don't think either one of them make the cut. Charlie Blackmon, Rockies, which is kind of interesting. Of course, Aaron's been out hurt for a while. Another Blue Jays autograph. Now, that's just getting ridiculous. That is a third Rowdy Tellez. This is a different card design, but man, tops. What is that? 3 Rowdy Tellez and 4 or 5 overall autographs for Toronto out of 1 case. Topps did not do a great job randomizing our hits in here, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for you, Maryland City, but not as fortunate for everybody else, I guess, is the way to look at that. Brennan B. Hi, Brennan B. How are you, Brennan B? Nicholas Castellanos, Detroit Tigers. And a Jacob deGrom for the Mets, purple to 250. Blake Snell, Tampa Bay Rays. And we have a different player and the same team. Maryland City, you are flat getting your money's worth tonight. That is numbered to 99. That is a green Ryan Barucki for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, that is like the 5th or 6th autograph for the Blue Jays out of this case. Again, that's great for you, Maryland City. I'm not trying to knock you having a good night at all, but man, I hate to see when Topps or Panini really weights it where a case is so skewed towards one particular team. It is frustrating for everybody except the person who has that team. Because that's a tremendous amount of autographs for Toronto, like unprecedented, frankly. D. Gordon and the Mariners. Oh, but we do have another red one. Red don't come out terribly often. This is our 2nd red. In this case alone, Josh Bell for the Pirates. So both Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds ended up with a card numbered to 5 with a red parallel, so that part's at least nice. Rizzo for the Cubs. Our hit in here is a redemption, and I'm mean, I'm evil, I'm horrible. I'm leaving it upside down, and we're going to flip it over and look at it the very last thing after we look at everything else. I know, it's mean. That's just how we roll with it. And after we flip it over and look at it, we'll roll into the Topps website and verify the team. And we'll probably know the team, but you know I always am going to go on a redemption to the manufacturer's website if there's a checklist available, just so it can be up on the screen and we can all see it and be on the same page. Andujar, Yankees, gold to 50. Tatis, I love that kid. Padres, and another gold out of the same box. Gold Steven Strasburg for the Nationals to 50. That's kind of unusual as well. It's a weird case all the way around. Everything about it so far has just been a little odd. Lucas Giolito for the White Sox. And our autograph, hey, we finally broke our streak of Blue Jays. We have an Atlanta Brave and Bryce Wilson. Maryland City, I know Vlad's a redemption in this, and when I pulled that redemption, that's the first thing I thought to myself is, oh my God, is that going to be like the cherry on top of the sundae that is the Toronto Blue Jays tonight? I mean, I don't know. It could be. It could be. With the streak you're on right now, I would not say it is impossible by any stretch. You are smoking hot tonight, Maryland City. Jose Ramirez, Indians. Aaron Judge and the Yankees. A blue Ryan Barucki for the Blue Jays to 150. What a shock that is. Oh, that's just crazy. And our last autograph is also an Atlanta Brave. So that is Colby Allard. Or Allard, whichever it is. Allard. I don't know. Allard. Allard, probably. For the Braves. Now we're going to flip over this redemption, and if this is also for Toronto, if this is Vlad Jr., then you better go play the lottery immediately, Maryland City. So let's see. Drum roll. It is Matt Chapman. That's going to be the Oakland A's. It's the gold parallel, which means it's numbered to 50 or will be numbered to 50 when you get it. Finest autograph gold refractor parallel for Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. But as promised, we are going to roll over here to the Topps website and get that all happily verified so everybody can see it and not just have to take my word for it that Matt Chapman is the Oakland A's. We're going to go actually look it up. How about that? It's just going to take me a minute to get where we have to go. Here we go. Matt Chapman, right there you see. Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. All right. So, we're going to recap this, and we'll find out just exactly how many things we have in here for Toronto in a hot second. So first, our 2 die cuts for the Yankees. Those are the finest career cards for Mariano Rivera. Case hits. There's always 2 per case of those in differing designs. All right, we're going to do our color that doesn't have an autograph attached as the first recap. Well, I guess technically the die cuts were the first recap, but you know what I mean. Blue Jays to 150, Nationals to 50, Yankees to 50, Pirates to 5, Mets 250, Phillies 250, Braves 99, Blue Jays 150, Cincinnati Reds to 5, Reds to 250, Royals to 150, Orioles to 250, Orioles to 99, and Orioles to 250. I forgot. See, I forgot how hot the Orioles started out because of how hot the Blue Jays finished up. A redemption for Matt Chapman and the Oakland A's. Colby Allard for the Braves. Bryce Wilson, Braves. Green, Ryan Barucki to 99, Blue Jays. Rowdy Tellez, Blue Jays. Rowdy Tellez number 2, Blue Jays. Steve Carlton for the Cardinals. Brad Keller for the Royals. Danny Jansen, Blue Jays. Eddie Rosario for the Twins. Chance Adams for the Yankees. Rowdy Tellez to 150, Blue Jays. Lugo, Green Wave to 99, Tigers. Yadi Molina, St. Louis Cardinals. Justice Sheffield to 25 for the Yankees. And Cedric Mullins for the Baltimore Orioles. All right, so that is the break for tonight, and I will, as promised, put up spreadsheet info one more time for those of you who might have jumped in midstream. Maybe you missed your shipping information and or what's coming up in the days ahead, so we're going to take another quick peek at that. So predicting, however you'd like to say it, that I will have this stuff out the door and on the way to you approximately Friday. And as always, if I can get something out to you quicker than the date that you see on the screen, I will absolutely do so. I do print my labels from eBay, so you should get a shipping notice when I do print the labels. And typically, if they're printed before like 4 o'clock Eastern, they're probably going out that day. If they're printed after 4 o'clock Eastern, they're usually not going to be picked up until the next day, just FYI. Shouldn't have to worry about consolation cards in here because every team pulled cards. We shouldn't have either break. Nobody should have been skunked. We are taking a look right now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So you'll notice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all starting at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific like we did tonight. Friday night is back to 9:30 Eastern. I don't know, just because it's Friday night. And on Saturday, that's actually an off night. I didn't mean for it to be, but it is. Because my listing service that I use, it was down tonight. So there you go. So tomorrow night, it's a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys and a case of Top Series 2 Jumbo with silver packs. Base cards have their own bidding category in Top Series 2 Jumbo. They do not ship to the teams. Base cards go just to that base card bidding category. On Wednesday, we have one new release. It's Topps Museum Collection. We will open a full case of it on Wednesday night. Thursday is Bowman Baseball Jumbo. We're going to break a half case of it. It is the start of a new case for those of you who care about that sort of thing. And in that particular break, paper base cards do not go to the teams. Paper base has its own bidding category, but the teams, of course, are going to still get all the chrome cards, all the insert cards, which are chrome, all the autograph cards, all the numbered cards. On Friday, we're going to open a 3-box case of Leaf autographed baseball bats and another case of museum collection baseball. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's all the news to use for tonight. One more time, thanks for being here. Always appreciate you spending part of your evening with me. I hope you have a great week ahead. And if I do not see you again tomorrow night, I hope that I will see you again soon. So until then, take care, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Bye now.